Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another session with me. I am Sanyukta Saxena and we are on this bookmark series wherein we are trying drawing different fragments and creating beautiful bookmarks out of these fragments. Yes, hope you are enjoying the sessions. Thank you for all your comments and feedback. Today again we are going to be trying another fragment, which is fragment D2. Yes, so today's fragment is fragment D2 and I'm again going to be starting with a square grid, starting with my boulder nib, and first going to create a grid like this, and then you can either go ahead and draw just one line in between or you can create two. So as we have done in all the previous sessions, my square grid is in place, and now I'm going to start with the fragment right away. I'm going to be using a boulder nib and going to start with the fragment. Now it is up to you, how do you want to start. You can start from this side or from this side. Yes, so probably we'll start like this. Yes, so I've started with a C shape, a slight curve shape. Then again I'm going to go to the second side, again going to go to the third side, and then to the fourth side. So what does this fragment actually look like? It looks like folds on a paper. Yes, maybe on shading you'll be able to understand it better. Now you have a choice. You can draw either all the fragments in the same fashion. Yes, the way I started, again I start like this, or you can mirror it. Yes, so let's try and mirror it. So if I want to mirror it, I will start like this. Yes, so I'm now mirroring the first one, following the same process, starting with a slight C curve and then bringing it down to the corner. Yes, so they are mirror images, and again taking a clue from this one, I am again going to start like this. Yes, again, so I've started like this, so the second one goes like this, the third one goes like this, and the fourth one goes like this. Yes, so that is how the fragment looks like. Now, right now only you can get an idea about how you can create meta patterns. Yes, this is facing each other, so this is creating a different kind of a pattern. But if you draw all of them in the same direction, clockwise, anti-clockwise, depends on how you start, then it will make a different pattern. Yes, so let's now complete this fold. So I'm going to start like this, then continue in the same fashion. The folds can be bigger or smaller depending on how do you want your fragment to look like. Again, going to complete this one. Yes, that was one. Then the second one. So go slow, can be a little confusing, but it's a simple fragment to draw once you get hold of it, how I'm going about coordinating the two sides. So that was one. Yes, now you have two sides that you can coordinate. 2, 3 and 4. Yes, so that's how the fragment looks like. Again, I'm going to start here, taking a cue from the previous. Yes, so this is how we have started. So continuing in the same fashion, take a cue from the previous one. 2, 3, and this is how you coordinate the two. Yes, again taking a cue from the previous one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again taking a cue from here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, you can see how it is automatically forming a pattern within itself. Yes, 2, 3 and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same exercise. So I'm still continuing on the last few sections. You can see I goofed up a little here, but it's okay since we are going to add colors. That's fine. Yes, so as I mentioned, I'm taking a cue from the fragment above and then continuing in a fashion so that I kind of complete. Yes, so now this one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Again you have to complete this. It's like an umbrella. Yes, you have to complete this. Then again 3 and 4. Yes, so that is how you can see this is also changing directions. This is changing alternating directions. We alternated it and hence we formed this kind of a meta pattern. If we don't alternate it and draw all of them in the same sequence, then also we'll form a beautiful meta pattern. Probably we shall try that on the other side, just as we have done in all our previous ones. Yes. Now we have lot of space in between. So this section, there is 4 corners are folded, but there is a lot of space in between. Let's add something inside. So let's keep it simple. I'm just going to add a nice and big printum inside here like this, and whatever the leftover spaces, I'm going to ink it black so that the fold is prominent enough. To make it even more prominent, you can probably add an additional aura, something like this. Yes, it will add to the look of the fragment. So I've added an additional aura. Now after adding my printum, whatever little space is left, I'm still using a pretty bold nib here. You can now switch to your PN or O1. And now I'm inking the rest of the space like this. Yes, so that is what I'm going to do for all the fragments. So draw a nice spiral in between, as big as you wish, like this, and then the spaces that are left, go ahead and ink it. Add another aura inside each. So keep rotating your bookmark so that you don't have to move your hands much. Adding the another extra aura, because I'm inking inside, it's always a good idea to add that additional aura so that your fold is discreet and doesn't mingle with the rest of the things. It looks like a fold. Yes, and then the fourth, like this. Yes, looks quite complex now. Nobody can now tell you how you started drawing the fragment, how have you actually created it. Yes, so that's the beauty of creating fragments. So don't bother too much if they are not all of the same size, that's fine. whatever small space left after drawing your spiral. Just go back and ink it black. If you want, you can add some other color also, like this. Yes, so let's go ahead and do this exercise throughout. Take your time. If you want, you can first go ahead and add an aura everywhere so that you don't forget it. So you can do that exercise everywhere. And then the next step would be adding the spiral. The next step is to ink. Slowly take your time. Like this. Yeah, so I'm going to continue this exercise of mine. Please draw at your own pace. No hurry. We will also do some shading. Please add that additional aura. And then ink the remaining space. Like this. Yeah, I'm still continuing in the same fashion. Adding a nice and big printum. Inking the rest of the space black. As I mentioned, you can add any other color of your choice. Make sure you have added an additional aura. Yes, so this is how the fragment looks like after a little bit of addition inside, which of course is your choice. You may or may not do it. On the other side, probably we will just keep the fragment simple and just change, in fact draw all of them in the same direction and see what kind of a meta pattern does it form. Yes. So just take your time and complete this exercise at your own pace. No hurry. Slowly go to each. Like this. So that's how our bookmark looks like. Now we have these tiny sections. You can either use your color pencil or you can use your brush pen, whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's use our color pencil again. So I'm going to be using some nice orange here. Yes, so just make sure that your pencil is sharp. So I'm going to be using my orange pencil here and just going to add some dark orange here. You can shade the way you wish to. You can use your graphite. You can use two shades. You can use brush pens, whichever way you like it. Make sure your pencil is sharp. Yes, let's first blend a little and see. So I'm just going to take it away and keep the corner a little dark like this. Spaces are tiny, so it won't take too much time. Just taking it away from the corner, keeping it a little dark and then blending it with the rest. Yes, so this is what I'm going to be doing throughout. Please take your own time, no hurry. As I mentioned, it's entirely your choice. How do you want to go about doing it? You can choose a different color, you can use two colors, whichever way you like it. Yeah, so this will take a little while. Do it at your own pace. I'm going to complete and get back. So I'm done with the blending. Now the last thing left is our print terms. If you want, you can add some bit of shading to that also. So I'm just adding a V and I'm going to add a little bit of graphite there. Something like this. So just blend it. Something like this. Yes. So that's how I'm going to shade my printums also. Just a little bit of graphite like this. Let's do that for all. So just add a V. Like this, and we are done. Yes, so this is how the fragment D2 looks like. Now let us draw another grid and try drawing all of them in the same direction. So I have the grid in place and now I'm going to again start drawing the same fragment. Start with a small curve, a C kind of a shape, and then draw these lines. And now I'm going to draw all of them in the same direction. So I was talking that instead of adding 4 folds, you can also draw only 2 folds and alternate it. So I draw this fold and this fold in one section, then I draw this fold and this fold in the next section. That's also a nice variation of the same fragment, and you will create few more meta patterns. Yes, so that's the food for thought. Please explore the fragment a little more. Fragments are all about exploration. So now you can see this is a different pattern altogether. I'm drawing all the fragments in the same way, not taking a cue from the previous one, not trying to complete this umbrella or the arrow, but drawing all of them in the same, so they are alternating like this. Yes, so please try this one also, complete it. I shall complete and post it. At the end of this video I shall post a picture. How does it look like? You take your own time and explore the fragment. Yes, so this is the kind of pattern that it will form if we draw all of them in the same way. Yeah, so I shall see you again with few more sessions. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.